Hello everyone, this is Brennan's Trains here, and today we're doing a video of a steam locomotive I've been wanting to see for a very long time now, and that is Great Northern S-2 Class 484 Montana number 2584. Now normally I wouldn't be able to see this engine because it was quite a long distance away from me, but since I was taking the Amtrak Empire Builder from Spokane to Chicago for a week-and-a-half vacation, we stopped in Havre, Montana, and we stopped there for about 20 minutes, so I was able to get some good video footage and some photos of 2584 at the Amtrak station. Now, this footage you're seeing here is from November 6th of 2023, when I was heading from Spokane to Chicago. And then the other footage, which you're going to be seeing is some evening shots, was taken on November 17th of 2023. This was actually my first time filming a steam locomotive on two separate days and at two separate times. While I let the video footage play through, let's talk about 2584's history. So 2584 is a S-2 Class 484 Northern built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1930. She was part of a class of 14 locomotives built by Baldwin for the Great Northern Railway to be used on their new Crack Express passenger train called the Empire Builder. Now, the name Northern is given to a locomotive that has a 484 wheel arrangement. However, instead of being called Northerns, the Great Northern decides to call their locomotives Montanas after the largest state they ran through. A little fun fact about 2584 is that it was involved in a wreck, but the thing is, the locomotive was not damaged. So what happened was, this was in August of 1945, the engine was pulling the first section of the Empire Builder passenger train. However, the engine had to make an unexpected stop because there was a hot box on the engine's tender. So while the engine was stalled, the second section of the Empire Builder, which was pulled by engine number 2588, rammed into the end of 2584's train at 45 miles an hour. A total of 34 people were killed in the rear passenger coach, and 303 people were injured. Now, after this wreck, the engines were repaired and they were brought back into service. However, they would later be retired from the Empire Builder 2 years later in 1947, when diesels replaced steam on the Empire Builder. After being replaced, the 2584 and her sisters were reassigned to secondary passenger trains and freight trains. Now, 2584 herself would be retired in December of 1957, being one of the last S-2s to be retired from service. After being retired, the engine was put into storage until 1964, when it was restored and put on static display outside the station in Havre, Montana, and this is where 2584 has remained to this day. 2584 has the distinction of being the largest surviving Great Northern locomotive and the only surviving S-2 Class 484.